Well, hi, I'm Carl, and welcome to my neighborhood. Actually, welcome to Adventures in Camping. Today, we're going to be talking about land navigation, the compass, maps, and other tools that simplify finding your way through the woods or out of the woods. Stick with me, and we'll get right to it. Oh, by the way, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you know when I put out a new video. This should be a very interesting set of videos. Now remember, I teach young men and boys camping skills. Some of this is going to be basic, but we're going to get into more advanced things as we go because I think it's important. So first of all, what is a compass? Well, a compass can be described as an instrument. I also want to include a device or an object that helps you find magnetic north and helps you to navigate and orient yourself through the woods or from one point to another. So that could be as simple as a needle that has been magnetized to point to magnetic north. In this case, I'm going to drop this leaf in this water and my needle on top of the leaf. And the needle will point to magnetic north because it has been magnetized. Now if you'll notice, the sewing needle is pointing north just like the compass. This is a very rudimentary or basic needle compass, but if you're lost and if you have done something stupid and not brought your compass with you or lost your compass, then a magnetized needle hidden in your gear somewhere might get you out of a bind. Or what I do is I have a couple of magnetized needles and put them on this first aid tape. Make sure I'm putting it in the right direction. That would be kind of helpful, and not run the needle through my finger. Not unless I really need to give myself some stitches, which is not on the game plan right now. So I have that. With this, I can attach that to my water container or some other container. Now, this is stainless steel. Good stainless steel is not magnetic. Some of the cheaper stuff is. See this here? That's not attracting it, and that's a strong magnet that I'm using. So when I'm teaching this compass, I start with a basic compass. This is a basic base plate compass. I will get deeper into the parts of the compass and the use of this compass later. So while we're talking compasses, there are several different types of compasses. And you have to get the compass that suits you. Now another style of compass, of base plate compass, is this style with a mirror. The mirror helps you to sight in better on something in the distance, and we'll get into that in another video, but it has basically everything that the other one has, except it has this handy little mirror, which also can be used for emergencies to flash like a plane or a vehicle for help. They see that flash of sunlight in the distance and they know that maybe somebody needs some help. So while we're talking about base plate compasses with the mirror, or mirrored base plate compasses. This is a nice one. This is a Silver Ranger, which is a nice compass. Let me give you a little better view of that. And the Silver Ranger has the markings in it for declination. It also has this, see this extra arrow in there? That extra arrow is so that you can find your slope. If you've got a rise, you need to find out how steep that rise is. This is going to tell you what it is. That's very helpful. It also gives you this handy little card. And the lanyard is also a measuring device. See if I can't give you, there we go, a little bit of shade on that to see it better. Here's an older Sylvie. Do you see that bubble in there? All right, that can throw off your measurements. It'll throw that needle off, it'll move around on you, and well, if you hold it level, which you should be holding it, then that may end up in the way of the needle and finding north. Now this is a lensatic compass. The lensatic compass is used by the military, and it is a very accurate compass. As you can see, it works a little differently, and you sight it kind of like you're sighting a gun. All right, you're going to look through this little thing right here, and you're going to sight against this wire that's right here, and then you're going to use this magnifying glass to look at the degrees on your compass here. Okay, this is an older style. The newer styles look like this. And then there's also a style made by Brunton. Now I'll be honest with you, this Brunton lensatic compass is more expensive than buying a Camelus that the military uses. And it doesn't even have some of the features that the Camelus has. Then there's this cheap Chinese knockoff. I can't even see where it says it's made in China. It could be made in, well, I won't say it, somewhere in Egypt. But, I mean, it does the same thing, and it seems to be as accurate as the Brunton. Then you have your other little gimmicky compasses, okay? This little brass one here, this is made by some British company. I'll be honest, I do like it. I just have to say it because I like the little brass compass. It's nice, it's handy, it does the work, it does the job. It just is a little different. Doesn't have the base plate, but it still has the magnifying glass. It has the sight line there. It has the wire in it. Now this is a button compass. They're not too bad. They're kind of handy to have on equipment or on your wrist. It's a compass. It's better than nothing, but it's not great. And yes, it has a little bubble in it. That's not as much of an issue as it would be if it had a needle in there. And just as something different that you may not have seen before, many have if you've been military, this is in a lot of the military survival kits. This is a compass that they give you. Hey, it's not the best compass in the world, but it floats and it will help you find your way. Here's something a lot of people don't see. This is an inclinometer. Wow, don't even try to say that 3 times fast. This does give you north, but it also does what the Silver Ranger does. It shows you what the inclination is of a hill. And with this, you can determine the height of that hill and the slope. So next is the illegitimate offspring of the lensatic compass and the base plate compass. This one, it does lift up and it folds flat out. But mainly with this one here, well, it's nice because you can tell if you're level, so you can use that. You know how a fat guy's on the level? His bubble's in the middle. And then you can look through here and you can see, I don't know if you can see it with this. There you go. You can kind of see it marginally, but you can see it with the eye better than this camera lens. Your degrees, okay? But you're going to look through this little sight here to a little sight right here. So you're going to shoot straight across it like that. This will help you though when you're doing that. It's almost like the crosshairs on a gun. Okay, you're going to use this to find that thing in the distance. And this is another thing we'll go over on how to use it. Now on my military compass, I have my ranger beads. These beads help me keep pace as I'm going cross-country or through the woods. We'll discuss that in a later video. Also, I'm going to show you how to make a set of these. Something I had forgotten to mention about this compass is it has a topographical map grid scale to plot an 8-digit coordinate in your topo map grid square. So your topographical map has several different things on it. Over here it tells you where it's from. That's the area. This tells you the part of the state, has a little red mark that shows you the area that this map is for. It has the scale. This is a 1/25th scale map. Down here, it shows you the declination. Now, even before I get into showing you how to use one of these, be aware that the declination on this is July 1st, 2017, might be accurate. It's showing 9 degrees. We are presently at 10 degrees. So you need to check that before you go using and just believing what a topographical map tells you. Also, it shows you the adjacent maps. See, this one here is actually in between a couple maps. You can, through My Topo, get a map that is not all just one certain map. You can combine a couple areas, which is really nice. All right, that's going to be it for today. Digest that. Be ready or be a victim to natural selection. Y'all come back now, you hear? Thanks for watching, and check out these videos that I'm posting so you can see some more stuff. Got lots of stuff. And I'm gonna have some more stuff. I like stuff. Thanks.